Hey folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. Well, Fatal Fury, Times Square, New York City. I did not buy the pay-per-view. The most exciting thing tonight is that we've got a forest fire about 11 kilometers away. So, wind is blowing in a favorable direction, so we're not actually threatened, though we have moved some horses around. Amazing, eh? 3 weeks ago it was covered with snow and now we're already talking about forest fires. Anyways, that was the most exciting part of the evening because, quite frankly, the card sucked. I'm sorry, but there's no other word for it. Where do we start? Teofimo and Barboza. Teofimo Lopez now moves to 22-1. The scores are 116, 112, 116, 112, 118, 110. I think that was probably the most accurate. Teofimo got into his rhythm. And Arnold Barboza led him. And Teofimo Lopez outboxed Arnold Barboza Jr. I thought that Arnold Barboza Jr. might pull off an upset. I was wrong. Not a particularly interesting fight. Teofimo Lopez just outboxed him. It was, other than maybe round 6, I think, Arnold Barboza seemed to hurt Teofimo a little bit. He struggled to give more than a couple of rounds, to be honest, to Barboza. Perfectly honest with you. Not a particularly interesting fight. I had one eye on it, on the alternative means. And I was moving around here, sort of looking at the smoke in the distance and, not really focusing, but I didn't feel like I was missing much. And then the absolute stinkfest. Devis Haney, who beat Jose Ramirez, 119, 109, 119, 109, 118, 110. An absolute stinker of a fight. Come dancing. Haney seemed to be frightened, gun shy. I think that the beating he took off Ryan Garcia, even though I know it's no contest, I think that scarred him. I mean, Devis Haney's still a young man, but I'm going to say it, he looked like a shot fighter. If Jose Ramirez had anything about him, Jose Ramirez could have won that fight. Devis Haney looked like a shot fighter in there. Very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. Especially when you consider, like last week, we had that very exciting, not super skillful, but very exciting fight in the UK. And this was not exciting, not interesting, not good. I mean, look at the names, This is, a triple header, right? Not good. And then we had Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. I actually had a couple of bucks on Rolly Romero. I put them on at the last minute because he was such an underdog. And he won. Anyways. I was talking to Andy from Andy's Cavern, and Andy said, I wish I had a couple of bucks on. So I went and I checked my own online gaming app, and lo and behold, I literally had $2 on. So I now got 15. I don't bet big, right? Whatever. But Ryan Garcia now moves to 24-2. Ryan Garcia was dropped in the second round. Ryan Garcia seemed to be not at the races at all. Not interested. Not Ryan Garcia. Makes you wonder about all sorts of things, right? He was on Osterine last time when he beat Devis Haney. Sorry, I keep saying he beat Devis Haney, but you know what I mean. And he's now saying that mentally he's in a good space. Well, he fought a lot better when he was mentally all over the place. But no, he didn't seem interested. He didn't seem as though he cared very much about fighting. Rolly Romero just, plodded along after him, popped at him. Scores 112 to 115. 109 to 118. Can you imagine, hey? 112 to 115. I have to say, it was a stinker of a card. Nothing really that good to say about it. Hugely pleased I didn't spend $59.99 on it and devoted my whole evening, which actually would have been ruined because I've been, messing about looking at circumstances outside. But no, I mean, I had my device in my hand and I was looking at it as I was doing something else, so I wasn't giving it my full attention. But honestly, I don't think I missed much, because normally, if they'd been really good fights and I'd only been able to sort of give them a half an eye, then I would have wanted to sit down and watch them all again before getting on here and talking to you guys. But they were stinkfests. I've got $15 I didn't have. I didn't know I'd gambled. Anyways, let me know what you think. If you watched these fights in detail and you were glued to the screen, let me know if I've missed something here. And I will watch them again tomorrow. And if I feel I've really missed something, I'll come back on and I'll sort of, correct this video or something. Just wanted to get something out so that you guys know what the results were and my take on it. If you didn't see them, honestly, I don't think you missed anything. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next video. Let's hope that tomorrow on the Canelo card, we see a better performance. So, okie doke, that's all for the moment. Wherever you are, have a great day.